Hey, listen. Let's get into Skip Bayless, the Jubilee video. I'm gonna watch this shit, but I just watched it because it's great content. It's great stuff for y'all. I don't know if y'all watch it, check it out. But this claim right here is the first claim Magic Johnson is the greatest Laker of all time. Let's hear what Skip Bayless got to say. Y'all know how I feel. I know how y'all feel on this channel. Let's like this video. Let's comment this video so we can get more people in the comments to watch it, like it. We can argue with them. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment so we get more people in the chat to grow the channel. If you fucking with me, you gotta like the video. You gotta like it.
I think the priority is scoring the basketball. Kobe did that better than Magic. I think both of them were very, very transformative in what they did for the Laker franchise and the NBA in general. And I would give it to Kobe, because of his scoring prowess and also, of course, how transformative he was and how many players he inspired.
Smart guy.
Look, I take nothing away from Kobe's ability to score buckets, get buckets, because nobody was greater in the history of the game. Magic did transform the franchise because, remember, Kareem had been a Laker for 4 years doing next to nothing until Magic walked in the door in 1980.
Let's see how the glasses look on the YouTube. Let's see if he's a smart guy.
Around and gets them all the way to a Game 6 at Philadelphia in the finals, in which Kareem could not go. And I believe Magic Johnson that day at Philadelphia that evening played the greatest NBA game of all time, greatest playoff game, because he goes as a rookie for 42, 15, and 7 with 3 steals. He makes 15 of 23 shots. Skip. 14 of his free throws. And lifts the Lakers over Dr. J's Sixers to a championship, and he's off to the races. Now let's look quickly at Kobe.
Let's look at Kobe.
Again, no disrespect, but I feel like Kobe was obviously Robin to Batman in the three-peat with Shaq, because Shaq dominated those 3 finals the way no players ever dominated an NBA finals to me, including Jordan. That's why I think Shaq is the second greatest Laker of all time. And in those finals, Kobe was good, but he wasn't close to the production that Shaq was equaling. So then Shaq, they fall apart. They lose to the Pistons, obviously.
Hold on, Skip. Skip! Wait a minute, Skip. It's gonna be a guy later on the program who'll come in and argue for Kobe and say, hey, everybody know the East was weak. Shaq wasn't doing that, and then Skip go and agree to it. Skip, you lost the argument already. When you say, yeah, Tim Duncan wasn't on the other side, he averaged 22 points a night against Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson in the Spurs. Why did he go from 38, 36, and 33 in the final like you claim he actually did in the East, but in the West, he wasn't doing that shit. Skip, be honest to the people. Gentlemen gonna come on up. This is our argument all day long. Small argument. Shaq the second grade. He ain't win shit with Kobe. He didn't win shit with Kobe. He didn't win shit until Kobe. That 3-year run was because of Kobe. If Kobe don't take over in Portland, 25, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 blocks, they're breaking that team up, ladies and gentlemen. They're breaking Shaq and Kobe up. And then he had to save his bacon. He get fouled out, save the bacon, 28 points, 14, 28, 50% from the field, no free throws, take over the 4th quarter, hitting Reggie Miller with step backs, hitting my man Mark Jackson with step back, putting it in the eye on a sprained ankle, shouldn't have been playing, and saved that nigga Shaq no free throw shooting ass. Shut the hell up, Skip.
2004, and he's gone, traded away to Miami. And here we go. So Kobe, without Shaq, misses the playoffs the first year.
Missed 15 games, got hurt, nigga. Context.
Then they lose to the Suns in the first round. He has the pout game in Game 7. And
stop saying that shit. He had 23 points in the first half, dickhead. 23 points in the first half, dickhead. Not the pout games, the pout half. Phil Jackson said, get your teammates involved. Kobe did. Them niggas was sucking. Them niggas suck. Kobe said, niggas should let me shoot the ball 50 times. Kobe said, niggas should let me shoot the ball every goddamn time down. These niggas suck. Look at the highlights of them niggas struggling to score. Shut your dumb ass up, Skip.
It's hard for me to forgive him for that. And then they lose to the Suns in the first round the next year.
Cooked their ass, though.
Then they lose to Boston in the final.
Kobe cooked his ass. Lost to Boston, nigga, with a nigga he been playing for 2 months, nigga. He played Paul Gasol for 2 months, nigga. Paul Gasol so fast. No injury by him and no Trevor Ariza. Let's get a Kobe fan on there and talk about how 2 of his starters was out against that Hall of Fame team Boston, that big 3, that super team.
In the closeout Game 6, Kobe is horrible in that game. They lose by 39 points.
Nigga, everybody horrible. You get smoked by 39. What you want him to go in there and stat pad? You want him to go in there and stat pad, bend down by 30? He could have stat pad like LeBron and stat padding and got 30 points, 25 points to make his stats look good. Got to ask, take it, be like a man, go win the Olympics, come back and win the champ, 2 back-to-back. Simple.
Boston, I can't defend that. They broke through and beat Dwight Howard's Magic. It was supposed to...
You can't defend that? Why you can't defend it? That's like losing to that's enough of that Skip Bayless shit. It hurt my eyes. I mean, that's enough of that shit shit. That's like losing to that's like Michael Jordan losing to Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Nigga, you're not beating the fucking Big Three Celtics with just Paul Gasol. I can't defend you. Shut up. I can't defend Larry Bird getting swept 3 times. You can't defend Michael Jordan getting swept by the Celtics. Then we can't defend Michael Jordan losing 3 straight rounds. How do you lose 3 straight rounds to one team? And then on the 4th time, okay, now you see niggas old. How? That's what Shannon Sharp be saying. How? I don't get it. Skip, bring it up. Somebody need to be on this show and bring that up.
Beat LeBron's Cavs. So I thought that was a little overrated. And then even when they did beat Boston,
it wasn't overrated. He beat more 50-win teams than Magic Johnson combined. Like, in that 3-year run without Shaq, Skip Bayless, somebody on the panel should have brought it up. He beat more 50. This is Magic Johnson. This is an easy topic. I've been debunked this and said it. But it's funny that Skip said it. He beat more 50-win teams during his run without Shaq than Magic Johnson did his whole entire career.
Over the hump, in Game 7, Kobe was 6 of 24 in that game. So
here we go.
I don't know. I agree with your big picture.
Here we go. 6 of 24. Here we go. Do you know he had the game high 23 points and 15 rebounds? Did you know he scored 10 points in the 4th quarter, Skip Bayless?
But when I go little picture of playoff performance without Shaq, I'm sorry.
He had 3 straight postseasons, 600 plus points. The only player that do that. Skip. Why I don't be on these shows, man? I said, bro, he's the only player in NBA history without Shaq to score 6. I'm saying Kobe without Shaq. He's the only player in NBA history to score 600 points in 3 straight postseasons. He beat the most 50-win teams in a 3-year span. Nobody in the NBA in a 3-year span beat more 50-win teams and had 600 straight points. He averaged 30 all across that run. Playoff. What are you talking about? You don't like 49 points and 10 assists against the Denver Nuggets? AI Carmelo Anthony? You don't like what he did to Phoenix Suns, averaging over 33, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 50% shooting, 50, 40, 85? You don't like that? Against that Suns team? That Suns team better than any Jordan team ever beat. It's better than any Magic Johnson team besides the Boston Celtics. That's not even the finals. That's in the motherfucking conference finals, nigga, in the West. What are you smoking on?
I totally understand what you're saying, and I think Magic was extraordinary. And to be a rookie and start at center in the finals as a point...
And that was amazing. Magic, my God, that was amazing. But he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the greatest scorer ever. Kareem the second best Laker all time. But no, it's third. It's Kobe. It's Kareem. It's Kobe, Magic, Kareem, then Shaq. Shaq 8 years. How Shaq 8 years is better than 20 years of Kobe. Skip, what the fuck?
I mean, we've never seen that before.
I've never seen it.
Shaq has 3 50-point games. I think one come as a Laker. Kobe has 25 of them. What are we talking about? How about this? Kobe Bryant has more 50-point games in a week than Shaq doing his whole entire career. And matter of fact, Kobe Bryant has more 50-point back-to-back games than Shaq had as a Laker. He had 1 50-point game as a Laker, 3 for his career. Kobe Bryant did Shaq's career in 50-point games in 1 week. He did his total with the Lakers in 2 days, back-to-back. Skip, shut up.
And yeah, he was terrific. He was splendid. He won his championships. Of course, Kobe got his. And I understand you picking out these individual games and years and teammates and everything. And I think
you can
really do that with anyone. And I think it's important to look at the big picture
Kobe's
because
mystique was bigger than Magic's. But if you look at Magic's productivity, how he changed a culture that both Shaq and Kobe benefited.
No. As Magic Johnson, how do you have Kareem? You get the #1 pick Magic. Then I think they missed playoffs, and then you win the championship, and then you get the #1 draft pick and get James Worthy. McAdoo. What's his name? McAdoo. Yeah, was a Hall of Famer coming off their bench. Michael Cooper, one of the best defensive players ever. Byron Scott. How you dissemble this motherfucking team? They talk about LeBron James. That Lakers team was stacked with Hall of Famers and top 75 players. Kobe won 2 champions. Kobe run with Paul Gasol is better than any shit Magic Johnson ever did. Better than the 3 straight with Shaq. So I'm just sorry.
From piggybacking that culture, I'm going slightly Magic over Shaq, Shaq over Kobe. Good job,
Thank
Jack.
you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. There you go.
Shaq doesn't win any championships in LA without Kobe. We seen it. Kobe won 2 straight championships without Shaq. We never seen Shaq win a championship in LA. Automatically, Kobe's better a Laker than Shaq. He's a better player overall. As a Laker, Kobe got the most points ever, the most 50-point game ever, the most 40-point game, the most 30-point games, the most scoring titles, the more All-Star selections, the most first teams, the most first team defense. He hold every single Laker record, probably size assists. And you got Shaq ahead of him, let alone got Magic ahead of him, and let alone Shaq. They played 8 years, and then the argument he won. Shaq never won with Kobe. Without Kobe in LA, we have factual evidence that Kobe won back to back and made the 3 state finals without Shaq. This is like laughable. This is a laughable argument. Skip going out bad since he lost his job. Nigga going out bad.
So
this guy was amazing. This guy was amazing.
Kobe Bryant,
This guy's
20
amazing.
years with the same team.
He's amazing.
18 All-Stars,
That's what God was
15 All-NBA, 12 All-Defense, MVP, 2 Finals MVPs, 5 championships. And even though he's done all of that, I think what makes him the greatest Laker of all time, it's different
Put my
than what
glasses
makes a
back on.
player the greatest
Skip.
player of all time.
Hold on, y'all.
Because like LeBron's not the greatest Heat player of all time. That's Dwayne Wade. So it's not just are you better, like are you greater. It's what you've done for that city and that franchise. And I would argue it. I love Magic.
Put your glasses
I grew up
back
Magic.
on. Put your
When
Skip.
you-
Don't
It feels like you
Skip.
grew up
Don't take
more
my
on
glasses
that.
back on. I put it on because I want you, Skip.
I'm older than I
I'm
was,
the baby Skip Bayless right
now. But Magic, when you saw him on the court, he was like the greatest showman.
Put your glasses
Right, his
back on.
performance, charisma, a smile, the flashiness, showtime, right? Kobe, when you saw him on the court, it was like watching your brother, your sibling, or your uncle, or your son, because he had this fully realized character
Put your
arc.
glasses back.
He was a rookie. He failed.
Skip.
Not drafted by the Lakers,
How many
but we got him, early. And the air balls, and then the rising to prominence.
He was
2000.
just 18 years old, but go ahead.
Yeah. The 2000, taking over in the finals after Shaq got hurt, after Jalen Rose shadily sprained his ankle, and then he came back, and then he got.
I love this guy because he brought that up. I love this guy, and I love these hate Kobe guys that want to talk and belittle Kobe. Never brings up that Jalen Rose. What if Kobe Bryant don't come back in that series? He shouldn't have never played. That's the finals Kobe shouldn't have played. And Skip Bayless, is Shaq gonna win 3 in a row with all that dominance, 30 points against Rick Smith? Come on.
Back with the 81 later, and then the championships, and then there was another. He went through kind of a villain arc.
He did.
There was like Colorado.
There was
and
Colorado.
All the down years.
Good.
And
Like it.
if you're a fan, Kobe's with you that whole time. And I actually didn't like Kobe early on. I was mad when they started playing him over Eddie Jones, like early days. And you went through all of that, and Kobe just won you over.
Should have been starting over Eddie Jones.
350 murals of
There are.
Kobe
His
in
first-
LA.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're making the case that Kobe is dearer to your heart than Magic was. He has a bigger place in your heart. And I'm making the case that Magic had greater impact consistently than
He did.
Kobe had.
He did.
Because Magic was the driving force of the Showtime Lakers, and Kobe was not the driving force of the three-peat.
Yes,
Right?
it was.
Well,
Yes, it was.
Let me address that real quick.
Please, thank you.
Because you're going to the finals and you're talking about Shaq, but that's always with the team from the East, and the East had notoriously bad big men. Everyone knows in those years the finals was the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, and in those series,
Like a Skip, yeah.
Kobe was instrumental. In 2002, Kobe and Shaq basically throughout the whole playoffs had equivalent points. Yeah, the
That was
same amount
0-1,
of points.
0-1.
And Shaq himself has admitted on various podcasts and different things, he was never the guy to take the last shot. I know you value that.
right? Jordan's your guy. Kobe is the closest thing that we've ever seen to Jordan. And he was a guy who never shied away from
Kobe is
the moment.
Kobe,
He was
not
a
the
guy
closest
who
thing to Jordan.
always
Kobe is Kobe.
made the most of his opportunity when he was there.
I give you that.
And I don't think he gets enough credit for the second run that he made with Powell. That team wasn't. I mean, that's not an all-time.
Not
team,
all-time great team.
You know, his all-time. His
But his
supporting cast
breakthrough was
all-time.
not against an all-time team because remember the Magic upset LeBron's Cavaliers
Sure.
to get
Yeah.
to.
Why we keep bringing up the final? Like the people in the final, you only play who's there. Like you didn't bring up the New Jersey Nets. What? Allen Iverson with a bunch of tomato cans, like the LeBron fans would say, huh? Like who Shaq beat in the finals? Who Shaq beat in the finals? His breakthrough championship. You know who he beat to get to his breakthrough championship? Dan Williams, Carlo Boozer, both All-Stars. Y'all mean who got hurt, but Metal World Peace, run on this. The conference finals. You had to play against who they played in Chauncey Billups and Carmelo Anthony. 2 Hall of Famers, top 75 players. Nene, Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, Dante Jones. It's about it ain't about just that one round. And then he averaged over 32 when he got to that round.
The finals,
Yes.
right?
I mean, I give you that, but you can only play the team that, you know. I think LeBron.
Let's not talk about 09. Talk about 2010 when he beat the Boston Celtics, the 4 All-Stars, the 3 top 75 players. He beat them in 7. You want to bring up 6 for 24 shooting. He had 20. Watch what Skip say.
Maybe he's the one who did. They had the Nike commercials. You know,
That's
but
true.
I just earlier in the video, but
Supposed
it's
to be,
fine.
he didn't hold up his end in the bargain.
I mean,
Okay, so you're okay with Kobe pouting in a Game 7 at Phoenix against Raja Bell?
I'm not okay with it, but I mean,
23
are you okay
points
with
in the first
84,
quarter.
Tragic Johnson, where
He
you know
was
runs
Tragic
out the
Johnson.
clock, throws the turnover.
Okay,
I
he
mean,
did, but
everyone's
he
got
bounced right
failures.
back the next year in '85, and he was the issue.
Yeah.
Because they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on his
Kobe
team.
bounced back the
And
next
James
year,
Rodney.
like one of the finals.
Okay, he
Not the
did.
next year. It took him 2
After
years.
You mean after
Yeah,
the pout?
after the pout. Yeah,
No, it took him 2 years to get
but
that.
I don't. That's what
After
to
the pout,
me,
it took him 2
those
years, but it wasn't a
failures
pout.
you're pointing at. Every player has failures, except for maybe who's your go. But
Michael had failure. Nigga lost to the Detroit Pistons 3 straight times in a row.
every player has that. Magic has that. Kobe has that.
Michael Jordan
I
has
think
that. LeBron has that. All of them.
In terms of
Steph has
LA
that, KD
and
has
LA,
that.
But if you look at Shaq's
Larry has that,
numbers in
Shaq
those
has
3
that.
finals, and I give you that the big men, the Tim Duncans, were over on the other side
Yeah.
of the bracket, right? But he
So why he didn't dominate the Tim Duncans? That's the question. That's the $1 million question. Why he didn't dominate Tim Duncan and Dave Robinson? Why he didn't dominate Vada Divac and Chris Webber? Why? Somebody got to pressure him to answer that. Instead of bringing up these stats about some sorry ass Eastern
38, 17, and 2 in
Conference.
their first finals.
Rick Smith.
33, 16, and 5.
Dikembe
and
Mutombo.
36, 12, and 4. Look at the assists. He's averaging 5 assists a game in the NBA Finals. Listen, those 3 years, and I've been doing this a long time.
It's not more
I was actually
dominant. It's
covering
no more
the
dominant than
Kareem
Jordan.
Lakers
It
Pre-Magic
wasn't.
out here in LA.
Wasn't.
Let's get voted out real quick.
Okay.
real quick. Were any of those finals really competitive?
No.
Pacers,
No.
Sixers, and Nets.
Some
they were
bad teams in the
competitive.
East.
They dominated those
Not
teams.
bad teams, but good teams.
So
You,
Shaq,
you have the greatest offensive force
No.
I've ever seen, including Jordan. Where
If he's the greatest, so he got to dominate Tim Duncan. He got to dominate the guy that. He has to dominate the guy that got the most all defensive teams ever in Tim Duncan. He has to. That's his primary matchup. He has to dominate the guy. If you want to be the most dominant force ever, you have to dominate Tim Duncan. End of discussion. You have to.
he was unrefereeable at that point because I never knew whether it's offense
Against
or
little
defense,
niggas.
you know, on the foul.
I think Kobe could easily have had better numbers. He didn't have to.
Because you
You
want
know,
to win a
Shaq-
championship, just give the matchup to Shaq.
Those teams were not equipped to play against the Lakers. Credit Allen Iverson for getting the one game
There
in
you go.
2001.
He was
Yeah.
big. That was the greatest achievement of his career. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
This guy did a great job, but I would have cooked. I would cook any nigga in the sports debate. But like this video, come to this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.